Hey guys, as requested, I'm going to review what Connor Murphy eats a day. He's a YouTuber who's only really known for taking steroids. That's it. He starved himself, became mentally ill, and then went vegan.
Yo, what is up, guys? We are in the kitchen today. I'm going to go through a full day.
He looks incredibly ill.
You guys. For those of you who don't know, I just did a 40-day fast. Yeah, that's no joke. I literally didn't eat food for 40 days.
We can see that.
Lost a lot of weight, lost a lot of muscle. So the goal is to gain a lot of muscle back, but not a lot of fat. So I'm keeping my calories fairly low, even though I'm bulking. My metabolism is definitely lower after not eating food for 40 days. But yeah, I am eating a whole foods plant-based diet. I just believe if you really do the research, a whole foods plant-based diet is the healthiest if it's planned correctly.
He's doing it right.
So I am trying
Balanced.
to gain back a lot of muscle. I ended my 40-day fast at 157 pounds. I'm up to like 171 now. It's fluctuating a lot. But when we get a thumbnail, I'll show you guys my current physique. I think it's looking not bad. Let's get started with the first meal. So the first meal is just a ton of vegetables, a ton of broccoli. Guys, broccoli has as much protein per calorie as steak. A lot of people don't know that, but...
Wow. Okay. Broccoli has around 2.8 grams of protein on average. You're literally admitting that broccoli has pretty much no protein compared to a steak. Measuring it in calories is completely irrelevant. You would have to eat 2.8 kilograms of broccoli to get as much protein as you would from a little piece of steak. Besides that, broccoli is incredibly toxic. The poisons in it kill your cells. It's indigestible. You will get severe digestive issues. The fiber, hello man. Dumb as a sack of potatoes.
Seriously, like per 100 calories, I think broccoli has like 9 grams of protein. So I have a ton of broccoli here. This is literally a kilogram of broccoli, like a little over 1,000 grams.
Wow.
We have 450 grams of cauliflower. Oh, we also have
You would think that this is a joke,
right
but...
and we have some onions. I was just throwing a ton of vegetables into the oven real quick. I usually just get frozen veggies, so they're cheaper and more convenient.
Imagine him in the bathroom
this
after.
Gives me a ton of
Don't actually, no.
And also a ton of protein. I throw some seasoning
Torture.
on there, and also
Just
some apple cider vinegar.
absolute
and some
pain.
lemon juice. And then I throw it in the oven for about 20 minutes. And guys, while I'm waiting for the vegetables to cook, I'm actually gonna eat this carrot. This is like 100 grams of carrot. I really like eating just raw carrots for some reason. They're like one of my favorite vegetables because I'm starving, all right? It is.
Firstly, carrots are obviously not one of your favorite vegetables at all because you're eating cultivated man-made carrots. Go into the wild and get a wild carrot. Eat that, throw up, and then realize how brainwashed you are. And of course, he's cooking all of these man-made vegetables because the fiber is way too hard. He's trying to kill off some of the toxins and will probably add a lot of spices and whatnot just to be able to somehow swallow them.
5:08. So I usually fast until around 5 o'clock every day. All right, so the vegetables are cooked. They are. Nice.
This is priceless.
Looking really good. So basically, we're just going to throw these in a bowl, season it, put some mustard on there, and yeah, dig in. Oh, and also I have some pinto beans. This is a half a can of pinto beans, right, that I'm gonna throw in the vegetable bowl as well. All right, now for some mustard.
Just all over it. Let's just cover up the taste of those disgusting vegetables. And they're not even wild.
So it's perfect. Season it with some ginger and some pepper. I will just mix all that up real quick. And there we have it. A beautiful, tasty bowl of vegetables. So this giant bowl of vegetables has 140 grams of carbs. It says 0 grams of fat because it rounds down. It's
Of course it says carbohydrates, but that means a lot of fiber, that's about it, which is indigestible. Fat, okay, needless to talk about. Protein, of course, completely indigestible. Very few amino acids. All of the protein is enclosed in fiber, which means that you can't get to it, you can't digest it. It's literally pointless to eat it. This is on paper. It's useless for a human being. It means nothing.
It's definitely at least a few grams of fat. And 61 grams of protein. It's actually my highest protein meal of the day. I get almost half of my protein from all these vegetables.
You get nothing.
Good lighting. I think this giant bowl of vegetables is thumbnail worthy. You guys are probably gonna look at this video and be like, why the does he have a giant bowl of vegetables in his bathroom?
He looks incredibly weak and skinny.
No, it's just
Starved.
the lighting is the best, man. The lighting is the best.
A typical
Here's my
vegan.
physique. It's almost like I'm leaning out a little bit. It's weird. As my testosterone level goes back up, I feel like I'm getting a little bit leaner.
Ooh,
all right, so meal number 2,
watch.
it's more of just a snack. I'm actually just having this because it's leftovers
Raw
from
bliss
last night.
too.
It is about 1.5 sushi burritos, vegan sushi burritos. So basically these are made out of brown sushi rice, and the filling is like spicy tuna filling. Out of like chickpeas.
Okay,
and
obviously he
avocado.
has
Super
meat
good.
cravings.
Tastes just like a spicy tuna roll, but it's healthier. So this little snack has 65 grams of carbs, 6 grams of fat.
It's healthier because there's no tuna in there, but then it has the seasoning which makes it taste like there is tuna, which is what you like. But it's healthier because there's no tuna. Makes total sense.
And 8 grams of protein for a total of 328 calories. All right, so meal number 3, gonna have some lentils and quinoa and a little bit of a tomato paste for some flavor. So I actually have been soaking them the entire day. I usually wake up in the morning and that's the first thing I do is soak my quinoa and lentils. So basically what that does, as you can see, these lentils, they soaked up pretty much all the water, but you can see it makes them start to sprout. And what soaking does, soaking your grains and legumes is great because it gets rid of the phytic acid, right? That's an anti-nutrient. Essentially what soaking does is just allow you to get more nutrients out of the same amount of food.
Wrong. When you soak any kind of food, it simply gets rid of everything that's in it. In the case of seeds, yes, which are full of phytic acid, for example, tons of other anti-nutrients and toxins, at least you are aware of that. The water doesn't distinguish between phytic acid and minerals, for example. It simply gets rid of everything. That's just what soaking does.
We're gonna throw those in a pot and cook those for about 15 minutes.
Disgusting.
I'm also gonna add some onions. And I'm gonna throw in some okra in there as well, because it's the last vegetable that I have. I need to go to the grocery store. So in the meantime, while I wait for that to cook, I'm gonna make this weird little snack. You guys are gonna think it's
literally
so weird, but I love it. It's essentially like a calorie-free snack, or a very small calorie snack. And it's really, really good for you. So I have some nori right here, right? Some seaweed, and I have some sauerkraut. So nori is a great source of iodine, right? Which is somewhat difficult to get in a vegan diet if you don't know what you're doing. And then sauerkraut is a source of probiotics. So it's really
indigestible, man. It's just fiber again.
Right, and gut health. So basically, I'm just gonna make some little sauerkraut nori wraps. We're gonna roll those up.
Of course he's using the sauerkraut because he researched, oh, I have gut pain. What do I do? Oh, yeah, sauerkraut. Doesn't help at all for a vegan.
Just something to snack on while I wait for my meal to cook. All right, guys, looking pretty good. So then I like to add some
absolute starvation.
Literally
He's just grasping for
tomatoes.
straws,
it
basically.
has a really good flavor to it. Also like to add a little bit of mustard. Mustard's my shit, dude. I don't know what to say. I just love mustard. Some pepper as well.
Because you want savory
Stir it
foods,
all up.
animal foods.
There we have it, meal number 3. That looks amazing. It tastes
That looks
great.
like freaking ground
can't wait to
meat
dig
or
in.
something.
So for this meal, I actually have this in a little...
You're imitating animal
my
foods,
goodness,
man.
pal. 140 grams
What a
of carbs.
nutcase.
All right, guys, so the last meal of the day is going to be...
That fake smile all the time.
Yeah, I do things backwards. Most
Typical
people do
vegan
breakfast,
fake
but I like to have
enthusiasm
something
because they're
a
so
little bit
depressed,
sweeter.
they lay on the
It kinda feels
couch
like
all
dessert
day.
To me, to be honest, so I like to have it as my last meal of the day. So I have my oats soaking right here. Right here is this interesting concoction. This is chia seeds, flax seeds, and pumpkin seeds, and I have these soaking in almond milk. We are going to add a little bit of salt, quite a bit of cinnamon.
Ooh, incredibly toxic cinnamon.
As well. Really good for blood circulation. 200 grams of frozen blueberries, that'll be the sweetener. And then we will add the chia seed, flax seed, and pumpkin seed pudding concoction.
Dairy cravings.
And stir it all up.
Absolutely, obvious.
It turns blue, the blueberries just seep into the oatmeal. Gives the whole thing a nice, sweet flavor without adding any extra sugar. So that looks amazing. Can't wait to eat that.
Not at all.
This oatmeal has
looks really
120 carbs,
unappetizing.
31 grams of fat.
Only when
25
you're
grams of protein
starving.
For a total of 840 42 calories. So that was the final meal of the day. So let's check out our total calories and macros for the day. So carbohydrates, 466 carbs. It's a lot of carbs, but purposefully a lot of carbs. 45 grams of fat. All right, the fat is definitely a little low. I usually actually have more fat. Today, because I want to eat those leftover sushi rolls, I skipped out on my avocado. Usually I put a lot of avocado with my vegetables, so usually I have a lot more fat. But the important thing is just really getting enough omega-3s. We all get plenty of omega-6s. So I actually take an omega-3 supplement. The chia seeds and the flax seeds are really good sources of omega-3s.
Not at all, not
really
convertible by
and
humans.
Protein, 140 grams. So we definitely hit our goal. And you know, it's not a big deal if I don't hit 140 grams with protein. Studies show anywhere from 0.6 to 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight is optimal for bodybuilders, right? And so I'm cool with just hitting 0.6. And 0.6 grams per pound of body weight, I'm 170 right now, that's only 100 grams of protein. So it's really not hard to hit your protein goals on a vegan type diet at all. A lot of people really don't understand how much protein is in a serving of broccoli. It's crazy.
As you can see, he went completely nuts. He shows the calories, which of course he didn't get because the plants are indigestible. At best, he got half of the calories, which means that he doesn't have energy throughout the day, which is very noticeable. Then of course he shows the fat, which are only plant oils. He's not getting saturated animal fat, cholesterol, which means that he's not making any hormones. And of course, protein, which he also didn't get. Combine that with plants not having over 15 micronutrients, and that's what you get, absolute starvation, after already starving himself for 40 days. Thanks for watching.